Alrighty, so this is going to be replay analysis for Void and his Rehgar and Unranked.
Prepare for battle, mortals. Still insisting
Alright.
on being in the fight.
First thing I notice,
Yes.
do you have your camera locked? Because if you have your camera locked,
Has left the battle. A hero
you most
returns
certainly
to
want to
battle.
learn how to play without that. For sure. Hold on, let me turn this down just a smidge. So yeah, if you're, that's like the number one thing. Having your camera locked is actually awful. You're missing out on so much information, and it's going to be jarring at first because you're going to lose your character a lot. But it's very important to learn to play with your camera unlocked, right? Because this is right now your viewpoint. So you also, yes, you do look like a bird in that skin. It is the best skin that Rehgar has because he does look like a burb. So right here, honestly, versus your comp, you could afford to be a little bit more aggressive in this first little fight. That's actually really good. With pinging your cooldowns is so important as a healer. But it looks like Garrosh is probably gonna walk away because he's Garrosh. But you definitely could have afforded to be a little bit more aggressive. Get some wolf bites in. Just all around. But I guess it's nicer to play safe than not die, but seeing where you can go in. Because for lockdown, they have Uther and Nubarak, and as long as you're waiting for Nubarak to just use his Q, you can go in. You're gonna want to dance around in Wolf a lot more. Like right now, we should be wolf biting. Like you want to dance in wolf a lot. Like I don't think I've seen you go wolf yet. At this point, yeah, you're probably gonna tap. At that point, you should just back. You're so out of mana that it'd be better just to back and then just run back. I also haven't seen your talents. What did you go? Okay, you did go wolf run. That's good. So like right now you could be, I know you don't have a whole lot of mana and you're probably wanting to save it for a chain heal, but okay, that was a nice thing from Garrosh. Garrosh things. But yeah, see, because that founding you got one cast off and you're still very low. You want to avoid using Q if you, especially when you're that low in resources, unless you're going to back at that moment. You want to avoid using Q if only one person's going to benefit from it. What you could have done is, Tracer was over here being aggressive. You could be like the middleman. You want to learn how to like chain link yourself between like several people. So if you come here, heal Tracer, chain heal's gonna heal her, jump to you, and then jump to Garrosh. So you can get full value out of your Q. So just something to keep in mind. Garrosh especially, you don't have to worry about capping him off because his whole gimmick is being low on health. But like, we're coming up to, this is where it's hard to do because you have bad wave clear without Gul'dan. So it's actually funny that Gul'dan is, I don't know really what you're doing. The way that this is supposed to be played, now that I'm looking more at the map sense and less about personal play, you want your soul lane up here, and you want to rotate as 4 between these two lanes. It's hard when you're a support and the other teams are kind of doing their own thing, but Zahaka being bottom, I guess works because the shrine's top, but he can always rotate down later. Your best value would be just being an aggressive rotation comp with Garrosh and you on Rehgar, because you can aggressively run in, totem, and then Garrosh can run up and throw. Especially with the Tracer. And then your pal Dahaka would be up here soaking. Because right now your wave clear it's not the worst because you have Rehgar, but it's pretty shitty because Gul'dan is in the solo lane for some reason, and with their tank. It's kind of total shenanigans here. But Because basically it comes down to, as Rehgar, you can also be getting camps very easily. So if your team, which is a heavy, very scary rotation comp, is actually doing the rotation, you can start getting waves or camps and start pushing out even more and get more value. So just something to keep in mind. It's hard, even if you know that's the way it's supposed to be played, trying to communicate that, because I haven't seen anyone talk, and I know it's unranked, but right now, 25 seconds on that, you should be hearthing. You want full mana going into this objective, so you should be backing right now. And if you tap, I'm gonna cry. Okay, good. But you're very late on it. As you can see, the objective is gonna spawn and their whole team is already ready to go. So you're gonna be late here now, and the objective spawns in 4 seconds. So you want, as soon as that objective timer, or even a little earlier if you know when it's going to spawn, you should be hearthing immediately. Because Dahaka's doing the right thing, he's soaking, but you're super late to the party and your team is inting. So your totem placement is actually great and is not getting punished, but your Tracer's inting, so at this point, you killing these is kind of a waste of time. Gul'dan will be fine. He has Drain Life and hopefully Consume Minion. Hopefully. Okay, no, he just has... Okay, whatever. He should be fine. He has life drain, and he's got tower protection and everything. Your Tracer, though, is having a bad time. And Dahaka's finally coming in. So, yeah, I was gonna say, Chain Heal's a little late there. Actually, great tongue there. You should be wolf forming. Wolf forming. You're missing so many juicy auto attacks with wolf form. Like, he would be dead already had you been wolf forming these auto attacks when you can. Alright, heal. You should go into wolf form. Should be in wolf form. Where's your wolf form? This is one of the things that makes Rehgar much stronger in terms of being an aggressor, is he has an instant cast mount that does huge bursty auto attacks. So you want to try and be in wolf form at all times. There are certain cases where you want to stay out in case you need to save a heal for someone, or you need to drop a totem. And you need wolf form to escape, but in those fights, you should just be wolf form biting people. Especially since you went that whole fight at full health. Like, no one was focusing you at all. You are free to be aggressive. So, wolf form bite. Wolf form bite. Wolf form bite. Where's your lightning shields? I know you're a little low on... There's the wolf form. Okay. Alright, you missed the kill on him, but that's fine. Where's... Okay, you shouldn't... Yeah, okay, there's the wolf form. You want to be throwing Lightning Shield on Haka right now, I think, to just help him get these waves, the shrine cleared. Alright, nice. Good use of the healing totem. Like, actually really good use of healing totem right now. Alright. Yeah, focus objective. You should just be focusing objective right now. 100% yeah, that backing off to ping the mana. The sooner you got that objective, the better, because John Cena can peel for your team. So, you got the globes, but you could also tap right now. It's a hard call, honestly, and no one in your team is soaking. Haka shouldn't be with you right now, but this is where it comes down to... You just got a kill on a new Barak. So what you probably should do with that kill on a new Barak is drop healing, chain heal, ping that you're going, and you want to get these waves soaked if Dahaka's not going to go. That where you tell Dahaka to go. Rehgar has the free will to be able to go do that, but obviously you want Dahaka to go be your double soaker during this time. But you're losing 2 waves of XP right here, which is kind of bad. The first objective is not worth not getting those waves. I mean, you might even get the keep or the fort with this, but you could be getting the fort without you, or without Haka. Like, you're gonna get that fort regardless. And then you'd get 2 waves of soak, and you'd probably be about level 9 right now. But missing so much soak. Feels bad. And now you're going in more. I know you're- I keep saying you're, I'm just talking mostly about the team. It's just kind of funny. But, you want to be spam pinging retreat right now. You just want your team out of here. Because you don't- if you die here, you lose your advantage. As soon as that objective dies, you want out. And you're out of mana. You should be pinging- yeah, you should be pinging everything about retreat right now. Like, getting this camp is throw pit. This is 100% throw pit. This is- if you guys make it out of here alive, I will be fucking shocked. Alright, where are you? You are in the middle of all of it. Just wolf bit. But you've got no mana. And everyone's dying. Yeah. Okay, this could have ended a lot worse. It could have ended way worse. So just because it worked this time, doesn't mean you should do it, okay? Doesn't mean you should do it, because you'll get punished for that shit later on. So you're finally backing your first back in the game 6 minutes in. Oh no, second. Wait, are you locked camera? I honestly can't tell at this point. It's hard to tell. I don't play with locked camera. It just looks very- it doesn't look fluid. So, Gul'dan's inting.
Continue to serve me.
Yeah, your priority right now is just getting level 10. You don't have vision on them, so yeah.
Capably done, team.
Alright, going in, drop the totem, good. Alright, we should be going Ancestral. Yeah, wait, what was Ancestral used on? I need to see that again, sorry, I did that at the wrong time. So you go up here for the gank on Uther. Uther's a hard one to kill. So unless Garrosh gets the throw, it's not happening. But she gets stunned. Good play by Uther. So at this point... yeah, backing off, backing up. Very, very unnecessary Ancestral. One thing that should be learned is ult economy. So Gul'dan also used his fear, which is pretty monkish shake. But your pal Garrosh was actually fine. So he had taunt, which is a much shorter cooldown than Ancestral, and he had his bloodthirst, and he's Garrosh. He's not gonna die that easily. Especially versus them. Like, he's gonna walk away from that pretty fine. You also had Cleanse in case he got stunned. He was out of there. So, Ancestral, completely unnecessary. And then Gul'dan following up with a very unnecessary fear. This creates a problem, because Objective is gonna spawn, like, any second now. So, you're down 2 very crucial ultimates, and can be easily punished for it. Whether or not they choose to contest it is still kind of up in the air. But you guys are much more susceptible to them just deciding to engage, because 2 of your big survival cooldowns and kill cooldowns are on cooldown. Also, he has Decimate, which is... you're not Garrosh, so I won't comment on that. But right now, you guys are going in versus them again without your ultimates. What you should be doing is just... you have 10... so you should just be, like, grabbing their camp, pushing with that shit, like, making the lanes pushed out super far, and then get ready for, Objective. And if someone steps up, then you just gank them with Garrosh. But you don't want to try and take these, like, weird 3v4 fights while Tracer and, like, it's kind of bizarre. You guys are playing very much like AI in terms of what's going on here. Like, Dahaka should be, like, soaking up here. You guys should be deathballing between these 2 lanes and getting them pushed out. Maybe even taking wall here with double camp. But now you just went through a shit ton of resources. And the objective's about to spawn. Like, right now, you guys are rotating super safe for some reason, and you have 10 advantage. Haka is still bottom. Like, you guys should be rotating up through here. Alright, Garrosh is doing Garrosh things. Not to mention, another thing, Shrine is activating in 6 seconds, and you're half on mana. You want to save tap, not for the start of an objective, but to give yourself a buffer so you can go back in if the first, like, little skirmish doesn't work out. You're using wolf form a lot more, though, which is nice. Probably be in wolfy form right now. No reason not to. So you want to get an immediate thing, because they're going to have 10, and you still don't have Ancestral. See how that creates an issue? And you're very low on resources. Everyone's kind of low. Alright, you just popped Cleanse there. Not sure if it was worth it. I understand, like, the panic cleanses, takes some time to get used to, like, knowing when to cleanse, but you have to remember, it's also Garrosh. He's gonna live for a while. He has a lot of tools to just, like, live. So this is really good buddy blocking on him. Okay, nice Horrify. Did Tracer just die? Okay, I didn't see how Tracer died, but she's dead now. And they have 10. So you traded 1 for 1. They're probably still going to give it because you have so much. At this point, you should have just Hearth. You should just Hearth, get full mana, and you're going to push hard with this. Or they're going to cheat trying to contest it. Oh man, it's so hard with low levels. Oh, the Uther's fucking as shit. Yeah, you are definitely able to Hearth here. Because now, once again, we have an objective you're gonna push with no mana. Although you're running away from that. I wouldn't be too afraid of the clones. Getting the globes, it's well done. Alright. Yeah, no mana for Ancestral, but luckily Garrosh is able to save himself. But just, that goes to show how important getting mana is. But now you're completely you have no Ancestral, you could go tap. I'm not sure what you're gonna do. Alright, you're acknowledging that you're completely out of resources. I don't know where you what are you doing? Oh, waiting for your tap, okay. Or not waiting for your tap. You're just running around, watching the sights. There are Nubarak's inting again, that's fine. Okay, good healing totem. But you're not gonna get really anything else out of this. So your wave is almost dead. You've got another wave. God, the team is just... You guys are making it work somehow. Alright, you're way back there. You have no mana. You should be desperately pinging retreat pings. So you got the wall, which is actually pretty good. You should be backing right now. Okay, thank you. Thank you for finally backing. You're playing Wolf Boy with no mana, and it's making me feel so bad.
I will convince these mercenaries to join us.
So, right now, things spawning top. You have 13 advantage, and what's your ults looking like? And you have almost all of your ults. What you could have done is fought there, but right now pushing bottom is the safer play. So you guys should be S5 pushing bottom because you have 13 advantage. So you wanna keep snowballing. But you do have to... Dahaka should be thinking about going top. Because you don't want that camp to get any value. Alright, Dahaka's going. Actually, no, you should be turning and taking this fight. 100%. You have all of your ults up. Okay, good Ancestral. Although... Oh, okay, things are gonna look real bad here. So Tracer gets out, somehow. Like, you should be in wolf form right now. I notice you have times of, like, confusion where you, you'll do something and then you'll just stand still for a second. And then, like, and then you'll auto-attack something strange, and then you'll do something, and then you'll stand still. And I don't know, like, maybe it's just, like, the fight, because that fight was all over the fucking place, so I honestly don't blame you there. But there's a lot of little things you're missing. Like, if you were in Wolfie form, you probably could have, ran down and totemed and helped Garrosh catch the team as they're disengaging. Because now you're gonna have 16 on 13. Let's see, you went... Earth Living Enchantment. Okay, I never see that picked. It's usually always Tidal Waves or the Shield. In this case, I would probably recommend the Shield. Mostly because you're throwing Earth Shield on Garrosh a lot, and that extra shielding is just going to be insane, because you have to remember he'll have, like, lower health. He'll be taking... Wait. Okay. Alright, so I would have gone Earth Shield. It's very good at saving people. You've got two beefy guys who will benefit from it when they're diving in with Lightning Shield. And it would also be safe to, like, save Tracer or Gul'dan long enough in time for Ancestral to go off. I don't know if this... like I said, I never see it picked. Because it's 422 health, but it's 5 seconds. And I don't know if that's really worth it. But this right here, I would have recommended going the Earthbind, the super slow totem, because you have a Garrosh and a Tracer and a Dahaka who love to gank people. So you catch someone out with Earthbind totem, or whatever it's called, Earth Grasp, and that's like a free kill. Because they're not getting away from that. And Garrosh and Tracer will hopefully be there to follow up with, like, a Dahaka tongue if he's nearby. And that should be a guaranteed kill. So I don't think this is the play here. I mean, you've been able to get away with being pretty aggressive, but they only have one really beefy guy, which is a Nubarak, and he's not even that beefy. Okay. I would have held the camp. Obviously, you can't control your teammates that well. There's been, like, no ping communication, except for things like, that's good, like, reminding them. But you're getting this for free, this objective for free, so right now you should only have Dahaka on it, and you should be pushing forward. Because Dahaka can dig in. Kind of. He can dig in if you need him. Yeah, Dahaka should be the one on that. But pushing them, at least them pushing is good. But you're not here for this. This is why you should have been here, and Dahaka should have been here. Okay. So, Tracer needs the Ancestral more than Garrosh there. Like I said, Garrosh, you're prioritizing trying to keep him capped off. He's Garrosh. He has a lot of survivability under his belt. Especially since their Zul'jin didn't even go Grievous build. So, his armor actually still matters. So... Alright, Tracer's fucking dead as shit. Alright, nice. Okay, nice cleanse. Gets the tongue. No follow-up though, that's fine. So yeah, go back to the objective. But that team fight kind of flubbed. Like I said, you want to be with your inting team for that push, just for that reason, so that way you can be there to save them. And then Dahaka, if need be, he, from the objective, could have dug in and helped reinforce and made it a 5v5 down a talent tier. So you should be using Earth Shield. Actually, you should probably be tapping right now in case they try to contest, because you have no vision on any of them. And you want to make sure you have all of full resources in case they do. So now you see them. Looks like you're still gonna get it for free. God, this Dahaka's tongue, man. Alright, you're kind of in the middle of a shitstorm right now. Yeah, no ults, yeah, little. Okay, well, a lot of poison. Tracer's dead. Alright. Your fucking Dahaka is actually a crazy person. And still gets the fucking tongue. Alright, he didn't get a kill out of it, but... So you got the objective, which is nice. Dahaka's going back in. Tongue the minion. Feels bad. So now this objective really isn't going to do much. At this point, you should just be backing off and soaking these waves to get 20. Their whole team is like alive. They've got a Nubarak engage. You shouldn't be here at all. You should just be working on getting 20. Maybe picking up their side camp. Just denying it from them, that sort of thing. Their fucking team dies to John Cena. What is this? Okay, nice. Getting their side camp. That's good. Because they're gonna get their bruiser camp right now, which is amazing, because it's free clear.
Capably done, team.
So... At this point... Yeah, it's hard to tell where to be when your team is just kind of all over the place. The nice thing is though, you've been ahead this entire game, so all it's gonna take is a massive throw to lose. But you shouldn't be looking towards fighting at all. You should, if your team wants to fight, unless they're split like this, which they might be split. But yeah, you should be free clearing that. Just getting super lane pressure and getting level 20. You should be pinging the retreat button so fucking hard right now, but Dahaka still gets the tongue anyway. And then... Okay. Oh my goodness. Alright, this is where the throw comes in. Archon's up. Okay, you should be pinging retreat. One of the things with a support is you gotta let your team know when it's a bad situation. Because as a support, you're gonna know when it's a bad situation. When shit is not gonna go well. Especially when Tracer's down here and like... There's no reason to keep being this aggressive. Although Tracer got that kill. Oh my gosh. Like, this stuff would get punished so quickly. But with those 2 kills, nice putting the totem there to soak the tower shots. You guys are clumping real hard, though, versus Zul'jin. Okay, that was a really good fear. Alright, are you just gonna win with 20? You should just be winning with 20. You've got 3 dead. You should be winning with 20. Storm Shield, good. Okay, you ran into the stun. Ancestral, okay. No, he's got Essence, he's good. Ancestral Tracer! She just gives her life for ire, doesn't matter. I don't even see who got the Ancestral that fight, to be honest. Yeah, you want to immediately be, like, chain healing, tracer, miss the Dahaka though, jump to the minion. You should have waited just a second longer. You ran into the stun. Honestly, you had more restraint than I did, because I would have ancestral Dahaka, but he had full essence, so you did it right. Although it would have been sketchy. Once again, you have a lot of priority on ancestraling this Garrosh. Oh my goodness, this Garrosh is getting all-star treatment. You should be in wolf form right now. You should be hitting the core, not the minions. Wait, you're getting all pushed off by that? I don't know who you cleansed or why, but it's been done. So yeah, you wanna be kind of not stacking here, but like killing your core. Yeah, you wanna just end. You looked a little scared about ending, but honestly, the major things I see, because it's mostly just like whatever league it is or unranked or whatever, just the way they're playing in general is super Monka-esque. There's just a lot more game mechanic and timing they need to learn, and when not to int and that sort of thing. But you personally, the only big things I saw was just alt usage and who you're using it on and when you're using it, and not showing up to the objective healthy and full on mana. If you just back before every objective, like because they give you such a long time now, they give you 30 seconds before that objective is live. If you just back as soon as you see that, you'll be good to go for every single objective, and I think you'll notice a huge difference. You also want to make sure your tap is up for the objective. You don't want to use it to get ready for the objective. You want it so in the middle of those team fights, when you guys disengage, if you don't get the pick you need or whatever you need to reset, you have a tap to go into the team fight again with health regen and mana regen. But honestly, that's the only big thing I saw. Other than that, it was pretty solid Rehgar play. Oh yeah, and wolf biting. You're not utilizing wolf form enough. Just honestly, I'd get you just like overutilize it, and then you'll learn how to just utilize it. Just like keep using your Z. That's one of Rehgar's big things, and why Wolf Run is so good at 1, because it gives you an instant mount speed that you can chase people, disengage from, and you do way more damage as well. But yeah, and then on objectives, I know mostly because you just like had like no fucking mana ever. Using Earth Shield or Lightning Shield on Dahaka to just help clear those minions, or on yourself to just clear the wave faster, because you guys were taking a long time to clear the objective. And then that team fight when you're top shrine. Dahaka, you should have told Dahaka to do that, so that way your entire team didn't get engaged on by a Nuvarak, because that was like literally the one way you could have thrown. But you still managed to make it work. But I would do a lot more pinging and just tell your team when and when not to be, because you'll usually be blamed, even though if you don't communicate enough, and you'll still be blamed anyway, but if you don't communicate enough that you can't heal them, that this is a bad fight for you, then you're gonna have a bad time. But anyway, not bad actually, just solid Rehgar play. Just a few things to work on, really. But anyway, that was that.